Green is out. Green means go. Malcolm on the outside. Spoonhour on the inside. 3 wide there in the mid-pack.
Down the back to go. 3 will qualify. 2 go to the redraw. Lap number 1 off the turn. Spoonhour leading the way.
Mike Ricky way down on the bottom with that 76 as they try to work it through. It's 10 laps, 2 cars redraw, 3 qualifying.
Here comes Rudolph inside of Man Miller down the straightaway. Rudolph now third. Jeff Strunk and Man Miller battling. Strunk to the bottom will take fourth.
Chance Spoonhour is still your leader as he works it out of turn number 4. Brian Malcolm, a pair of regulars right there on the front row. Rudolph running third.
Down the back straightaway now. Rudolph is third. Strunk is fourth. Man Miller. Here comes Ricky. Ricky trying to move into a contending position.
Jeff Strunk 1 spot out of a qualifying spot. You want to be in top 3. You'd love to be in the top 2 right now. Chance Spoonhour is showing the way around the Thunder Mountain Speedway.
Here comes Spoonhour down the front straightaway. Malcolm right there with him. Down the back straightaway now. Ricky moving in on Man Miller down the backstretch. Here comes Spoonhour out of the corner. Malcolm right behind him, charging into the turn. Strunk now putting some pressure on Rudolph for third. Down the back straightaway now. Malcolm pressuring Spoonhour now for the number 1 position. Off the turn, down the straightaway. 10 laps is the distance. 7 on the turn 1 lap counter. Strunk putting the pressure on Rudolph. Malcolm all over Spoonhour. Down the back they go. Here comes the 2-lap signal off the corner. It is Malcolm all over Spoonhour down the front straightaway, charging into the corner. Strunk putting the pressure on Rudolph, then Man Miller and the 76 of Ricky. Down the back they go. Here comes the white flag. We've got a lap to go off the corner. Billy Chance Spoonhour leading the way down the front. 1 lap to go. Spoonhour, Malcolm down the back. Final lap. Heat race number 1 for the Short Track Super Series Modifieds. Chance Spoonhour will take home the win. Malcolm will get second, and Rudolph will get third.
And Corey Costa out of Corning in the O2X. Green is out. Mahaney getting a big jump there with that 77X, the Olams ride, as he motors down the backstretch. Rusty Smith second, Johnson up to third.
3 cars to qualify. The Olam 77 leading the way off the corner. The Dr. Danny Johnson. We've got trouble in turn 4. Gary Tompkins is in trouble. Yellow will be coming out. All right, 1 lap in.
Mahaney and Smith. Danny Johnson way up on the outside. That's Hanson. Down low is Kenny Titus. Johnson looking to get underneath Rusty Smith now. That is for the redraw spot.
Into the corner. Oh, we got Tompkins going around again. Danny Johnson picking up the number 2 spot, getting by Rusty Smith. Titus is in 4th. Yellow is out for Tompkins once again. We're glad everybody's here that's here. Here they come.
Out of the turn, the green back out. The Olam 77X and Mahaney back out front. The Doctor in making chase and Rusty Smith. In that final qualifying spot, Kenny Titus putting a lot of pressure on him with that number 9.
Smith, then Titus, then we've got Butch Green, then Hanson and Tompkins, Corey Costa, and Michael Sabia. Sabia has been following the whole tour. Down the back straightaway, Titus trying to catch Smith.
Gary Tompkins in the 84. Here we got the 20 of Hanson getting Green out of the groove. The old get out of my way move.
And Green will return the favor down the back straightaway as he muscles his way by Hanson hitting into the corner. Mike Mahaney continues to lead.
See a lot of the guys here early in the night working on the inside. But what happens, you get feature time. They get all these guys working on the bottom, and a couple, 3 of them go to the top, and then they just start smoking by everybody because they're afraid to go up there.
Tompkins and Hanson battling further back in the pack. Meanwhile, the Dr. Danny Johnson is inside. Mike Mahaney down the front straightaway. Mahaney on the outside and Johnson on the bottom.
The Doctor officially getting by now, taking over the top spot. Mahaney right there second. You only got to be in the top 2. Rusty Smith doing a nice solid job in that Smith production number 34T.
Right behind him, Ken Titus and Butch Green. Looks like the doctor, Danny Johnson, has the number 1 spot. White flag waves, 1 lap to go. Johnson leading Mahaney.
White flag being displayed. The doctor already through turns 1 and 2 and headed down the backstretch. As they work it into 3 and out of 4, the black and white silks are going to fly. The win going to go to Danny Johnson. Mahaney for the redraw spot and Rusty Smith for 3. Everyone else goes Constellation Racing. Winning the last race at New Egypt, that's Danny Creedon, the 16X out of Wurtsboro, New York.
Alongside the 14K, Byron Worthing out of Owego.
And getting the worst draw in the bucket, Nick Rashinsky in the 20R. As they work it through the turn, look at the move Rashinsky made. He went from the back. He's already up there to challenge for position number 5.
Nick Rashinsky on the gas down the front straightaway. Rashinsky 3 wide with Brown and Creedon into the turn. Rashinsky now in 4th.
Rashinsky on the move. The driver out of Dixon City, Pennsylvania. But out front right now, it's Stuart Friesen. The Jeffer running 2nd and Tyler Seary is 3rd.
Down the back straightaway, Stuart Friesen grabbing the early lead. Defending Utica Roman Fonda track champion off the corner, Jeff Hetzler and Tyler Seary are next in line.
The 0-2 slowing there on the front straightaway. Got her picked back up. But out of the turn, it's still Friesen your leader. Jeff Hetzler and Tyler Seary to 3 qualifying spots with Rashinsky trying to close in.
Down the back straightaway now, Danny Creedon putting the pressure on Jackie Brown, following him into the corner. Creedon will move by Brown, moving it on Rashinsky.
The 0-2 shooting across the track, came down in front of your leaders. Braking now, sets up on the top of turn number 2. That's going to bring a caution out. So out of turn number 4 they come. Green is back out. Rashinsky on the outside. Got up too wide, and opened the inside for Creedon, and he's going to go over Seary and get him around. Seary going around like a top there.
6 laps. Friesen leading. We're ready. Hetzler alongside. Rashinsky now in a qualifying spot. Brown 1 away. Here they come.
Green is back out. Rashinsky a little loose going through the turns. Jackie Brown up on the outside. Look at Creedon scoop up on the bottom there. Time is running out as they come by. It's still Friesen your leader.
Here comes Higbee. Higbee inside of Rashinsky. Oh, they get together. Higbee over the front end of Rashinsky, causing him to spin. Higbee now getting by, but the 5 of Tyler Seary is collected. Yellow lights are on. Here we go.
Yeah, they like to be in 2nd for the redraw, but they know they want to be 3rd. They don't want to have to run the consi. Jackie Brown going to have to try to do it on the top. Tyler Seary with a little payback on Creedon, leaving him down there. Friesen's trying to run away and hide here.
Jackie Brown now trying to move it on Jeff Hetzler down the back straightaway. A couple of backcourt drivers heading into the turn. Here comes Friesen, 2 to go.
Right there running 2nd is Higbee. Hetzler 3rd. Jackie Brown running back there in 4th. 3 of those guys runners up there at the Accord Speedway. White flag out one more time for Friesen.
Down the straightaway, Stuart Friesen continuing to lead the way out of the corner. Friesen beginning to pull away down the back straightaway. Checkered flag will be waving on heat number 3.
Friesen gets the win. Higbee in for 2. Jeff Hetzler for 3. Jackie Brown and back go to the consolation event. And out of Danbury, Connecticut, L.J. Lombardo in the 35. Called for 9. We got 9 out there and contact. And 2 of our regulars getting together there in turn 2. That's going to bring out a caution. Side by side, Sammy Folk looks him over, gives him the green. Donnie Lawson Jr. going to go around with a left rear flat all by himself. And Tommy Meyer says, where'd that car come from?
Donnie Lawson definitely having problems.
Side by side out of 4. The green is out. Alan Johnson, Chris Stahl. Look at Perego down on the bottom with the 55. Bacchetti up on the top side. There goes the 55, the New York Truck Part Machine. He's going to be your new leader.
He went to the bottom, and Andy Bacchetti went to the outside into the corner. Now here comes Cook in the triple deuce. He's back up to 4th. Down the back, Bacchetti now challenging it. Alan Johnson, he'll take 2nd.
Bacchetti now getting that redraw spot. Alan Johnson back there in 3rd. You want to be in the top 2. You need to be in the top 3 as they work it out of the turn this time. It's still Perego showing the way.
Here comes Perego off the corner down the straightaway. Bacchetti is in 2nd. Whoa, Tommy Meyer hooking together with LJ Lombardo. 2 Orange County boys hooked together in turn 1. Yellow is on.
Heavy smoke coming out of the friendly Ford sponsored ride. Out of the turn they come. Green is out, hammers down. Anthony Perego and Andy Bacchetti, both of them feature winners at the I-88 Speedway this year as they work it down through their Lombardo. He's just out of the qualifying spot with his number 35.
Into the turn, 2 youngsters going at it down the back. The young veteran and the youngster into the turn. Bacchetti will make the move going by Perego.
What a move by the wild child. Schooling the youngster. Says, you're going to put a hole out there. I'm going to go under it. And what a job. And he's pulling away. He won the Wade Decker Memorial here last year. So no stranger to Victory Lane here on the mountain.
Here they come off the corner now. LJ Lombardo battling down the front straightaway with Stahl and the 3 of Tommy Meyer. Chad Cook maintaining the last qualifying position.
Parallel sticks are out, 2 to go. Looks like it's Bacchetti and Perego. Chad Cook in a qualified spot. Then it's Lombardo, Chris Stahl, and Tommy Meyer at the white flag.
1 lap remaining in heat race number 4. Down the back, Andy Bacchetti leading the way over Anthony Perego. Checkered flag will be waving.
Perego going to cross the line 2nd as to win easily. Once he got by, went to the 34 of the wild child, Andy Bacchetti. Next row on the inside, the 6NN and Nick Nye.
Alongside from Montour Falls, the 9X, Dale Welty.
And our defending track champion here out of Binghamton, the 27 of Brent Wilcox, a late entry, Rapid Roy Shields in the 82S.
Down the back they go, 3 wide out of turn 4. Laubach is on the bottom, battling down the straightaway, going by Lawson. Make that Jordan into the turn, now battling the 88X down the back straightaway of Jackson.
With 3 wide out of turn 2, Ryan Jordan looking for some racing room. As Spoonhour is showing the way right now, Mike Nagel up on the top side. Then it's Tommy Collins Jr., Rick Laubach. He's right there 4th with Ryan Jordan, tapping on his heels. Oh my,
look out,
Tommy
we got one.
Collins.
We got one sideways. Collins got sideways. Laubach straightened him out. Laubach continued on his way, picking up a qualifying position.
Looks like the rear end shifted on the 713 of Tommy Collins Jr. Contact there as Wilcox gets into an implement tire. Another guy that drew 100 numbers in the bucket, and he drew 96. Green is back out. Spoonhour out front. Nagel right there 2nd. Rick Laubach down on the inside. Look at the Ryan Express on the move. Look at Wilcox down on the bottom with that 27.
Laubach loses 3rd, trying to get it back out of turn number 4. Battling down the straightaway, 2-time winner Ryan Jordan.
Ryan Jordan staying on the top side. Rick Laubach down on the bottom. Right now, it's Billy Spoonhour, your leader, Mike Nagel Jr. in a battle for that 3rd and final qualifying spot.
Motoring it into the corner, Jordan and Laubach still duking it out for 3rd. Nick Nye right behind. Here comes Brent Wilcox on the way back after the spin out.
Wilcox looking to get under Nick Nye. Can't quite do it. But Ryan Jordan consistent to make the top side of the speedway work. Stacy Jackson taking the 88X in.
Here comes Nick Nye battling still with Wilcox up front. Spoonhour leading the way. Laubach now is shaking off Jordan for the time being, going after Mikey Nagel.
Out of turn number 4 this time. White flag one more time around for Billy Spoonhour, Mike Nagel Jr. and Rick Laubach.
Laubach putting the pressure on Nagel down the back straightaway. Mikey Nagel trying to hold on to the last redraw spot. Laubach putting on the pressure. Here comes the checker.
The win gun to Spoonhour. Mike Nagel Jr. into the redraw. Laubach gets that third and final qualifying spot. Everyone else goes into the consolation.
And tonight, Sportsman Crate versus 602 together. So we'll have to run a consolation to pare the field down. Here they come.
Eric Leet, our current point leader, running right there. Ben Wheeler second up on the outside to 7C. Driver doing double duty here. That's Tommy Collins Jr. But here comes Pat Jordan on the inside.
Charging into the turn. Look out. We got one going around. Spoonhour in the 34 goes around. Yellow lights will be coming on.
What a move by Todd Titus to avoid look at Pat Jordan. Front end broke here. I just happened to turn my head left and there he had a broken front end. Not sure if he got an implement tire.
One lap in, heat number 1 of 3 for the Sportsmen. Open versus 602 tonight. Here they come.
Eric Leet really firing out of the hole there with that number 11. Ben Wheeler right there in the 99 down on the inside. Tommy Collins and Kamuta and the Town Mechanical ride going around. Caution back out here. 8 cars. Eric Leet on the inside. Ben Wheeler on the outside. Tommy Collins Jr. Ryan Osman in row 2. Eric Leet firing. Doesn't want to have a slow start, so he's firing out of there. A.J. Lord in a 73M. Just recently coming up to the Thunder Mountain Speedway out of Port Crane, New York. Become a regular here at the Speedway.
Into the turn. Olsemer in the 78 now moving up to the 5th position. Spoonhour on his way back after the spin, trying to move into a qualifying spot. He'll take one down the backstretch.
Eric Leet, Tommy Collins, and Ben Wheeler. A.J. Lord right back there in 4th. 5th belongs to Ryan Olsemer. And the Town Mechanical number 4 of Tony Kamuta at 6. 6 qualify. Hang on, Shane Spoonhour. Didn't like where we put that tire. He was going to do a little excavation work. The green is back out. Eric Leet, Tommy Collins Jr. Then Ryan Olsemer now looking underneath Ben Wheeler as those two battle for that third and final redraw spot.
Off the corner now, Olsemer picking up the number 3 position. Wheeler drops back to 4. Titus now picking up the last qualifying position.
It's all Eric Leet, the marathon man, as he works it out of turn number 4. Parallel sticks in the air, 2 to go.
Into the corner now, Collins second, unable to keep pace with the leader. Then we've got Olsemer in 3rd, Wheeler is in 4th. Here comes the white flag. 1 lap to go for Eric Leet.
Final time over in turn number 2 and down the backstretch. It's the marathon man, Eric Leet, showing the way. He's going to get the checkered flag first. Second's going to be Tommy Collins in the 7C. Then it's Ryan Olsemer. They go into redraw. So quite a few guys taking off on the white flag. Brian White going around, woke up a couple of people over there, was trying to get a nap in.
Little miscommunication there. We were coming to white, and the driver saw we were coming to green, so we'll realign them. Everyone back to where they were, including the 56. Heat number 2, again 8 laps ahead, 6 qualify, 3 go to the redraw. Here they come.
Take 2 as they work it out of the turn. There's a green. On the outside, Corey Pike as the 4 RJ of Henschel just not firing off the line. Grosso says, let's go, do something. Look how far I'm back.
Up front, we got a battle. Lap number 1, Jordan battling off the turn for the number 1 spot.
Chris Jordan, your leader. Corey Pike on the outside with the caution coming out as Henschel just sitting there in a precarious spot inside the powdered donut there.
Grandparents used to own the New Egypt Speedway. Here they come.
Green is out. Ryan. Chris Jordan right there as your leader. Nick Mady on the inside of the 77X. Brian White now. He's looking to get up into a redraw. Jim LaRock right there with the 58L machine. And Kevin Jordan coming a high-low switch, trying to work underneath Brian White's number 56.
Down the back straightaway, good battle amongst 4 cars for the last 3 qualifying positions. Up front, Jordan leading the way, and Corey Pike putting on the pressure.
Working it hard through the turns. Kevin Jordan again going on to the inside of Brian White. Remember, 6 qualify, but he wanted to get up into the top 3 to get a redraw. Right now, Nick Mady's in that hot spot with that 77X.
Charging out of the corner now, down the back straightaway. LaRock battling Grosso for the last transfer position as they work into turn 3.
Chris Jordan, the outside. Corey Pike. Couple of guys trying to go under the little bit of a hole that's developing, come going over it, and a couple that says, let's just go through it.
Here.
Mady now to the inside of Pike, takes over position 2.
Here comes Nick Mady. He's up to 2nd spot now, 56. Brian White up to 4th. LaRock battling with Jordan and Grosso down the back. 3 cars battling for the last 2 spots. Here comes the white flag. 1 lap to go now. On your leader, Chris Jordan.
White switching lanes now with that 56. Trying to get a run on Corey Pike for that final redraw spot. The win easily going to go to Chris Jordan. Second's going to be Mady. And that 3rd spot going to go to Corey Pike, the final redraw spot. Brian White, Jim LaRock, and Kevin Jordan making their way in. Grosso going to the consolation event. And Nick DePalma in the 118. This must be the Mike Nagle 77 car that's out there. Green is out, hammers down. As Larry Hillis coming off a win the last time we were here. But Nick Nye right now. Nick Nye, the stock car guy. As they work it out of turn number 4 at the stripe. Nye's your leader.
Motoring into the turn, 2 rows of 2. Hammond up the inside now, picking up 3rd spot on Hendrickson. Moving it on Hillis, looking for the number 2 position.
Nick Nye sliding up a little bit, opening up a lane there for Kenny Hammond. Hammond trying to take advantage. Way up on the outside is Larry Hillis. Hillis trying to keep that momentum up on the top side. Those are your top 3, and here comes Charlie Hendrickson Jr.
Nick Nye leading the way. Hammond is 2nd, then Hillis, and here comes Hendrickson. Then Mady next in line, followed by the 38 of Gordy Decker.
Mike Nagle Jr. out there in that 77 machine. But right now, the top 6 cars qualify. 6 right now belongs to Jordy Decker. But the battle going for that final redraw spot between Larry Hillis and Charlie Hendrickson Jr.
Into the turn, Hendrickson from the outside to the bottom. Making the move on Hillis down the front straightaway. Battling hard into the turn. Hendrickson picking up 3rd.
Hendrickson sliding under Hillis to get that 3rd and final redraw spot. Lap traffic coming up. Will that make a difference here as they go by with 2 laps to go here?
Into the turn. Great battle there for those last couple of spots. Nick Mady picking up a spot now, and Larry Hillis, he'll pick up the number 4 position. Final lap.
White flag out, the 118 at the Palmer right there as they work it out of the turn. But Nick Nye down into turn number 3. Top 2 go to the redraw. The win gonna go to Nick Nye. Second gonna go to the 30 of Kenny Hammond. And third, the 22C of Charlie Hendrickson Jr. Gone. Green is out. Ricky Davis on the inside. Deinhardt on the outside. Rich Sharpstein loose. Zimmer nowhere to go. Makes a little contact. Levi Davis also all kinds of loose, and that's going to bring out a caution. John Carpenter, our point leader. Deinhardt had to have 1 week off. But right now, Ricky Davis running up the speedway. Deinhardt with a duck under.
Down the back straightaway, Deinhardt will now grab the lead after the outside-inside move. He will lead the way down the front for lap number 2.
John Cooper Jr. right there running third. Down on the inside, that's Earl Zimmer, the logger. Those two battle for 3 and 4 as all the cars will qualify here.
Here comes Earl Zimmer now. EZ2 down the front straightaway. Next in line, the 109. Denny Russi. Here comes the field for the halfway signal. Working off the corner, Deinhardt leading the way down the front straightaway. Davis still in second. Zimmer still in third. We got one spinning in turn 4.
Sharpstein around over there on the bottom of turn 4. Yellow coming out.
All right, here we go. Deinhardt leading the way over Davis and Zimmer. Here they come.
The green is back out here. Earl Zimmer and John Cooper Jr., those two running 3 and 4. Fourth is that last spot to get into a redraw. Now Earl Zimmer trying to work under Ricky Davis. Davis doing a lot of chopping.
Moving into the corner. Good 3-car duel for that number 2 spot down the back straightaway. Zimmer on the outside of Cooper.
Levi Davis down here in a big implement tire. Levi in the number 1. Out of the turn they come. The green is out. Steven Deinhardt, your leader. Rick Davis second. Earl Zimmer third. Cooper. Here goes Levi Davis into Rich Sharpstein. They both go around. Caution coming out here. Green is out. Steven Deinhardt with that 73. Right there running second is the number 5 machine of Ricky Davis. Dennis Earl Zimmer and the 4 roses of John Cooper Jr. And that's the way they're going to finish. Deinhardt, Davis, Zimmer, and the 4 roses of Cooper. Those are the ones that get into the redraw. Everyone else gets in the way they went across the start-finish line. Dan Forrest and Trevor Dudley, the front row. The green is out. Trevor Dudley on the outside, way on the outside. Jonathan Carpenter. Forrest goes up. Carpenter goes down. Says, thank you very much.
Carpenter will grab the lead as they work into the turn. Working off the corner for lap number 1.
He's your leader. Dan Forrest right there running second. Trevor Dudley is third. Spencer is fourth. Sensible. Here comes the 3L of Sean Boynton now as he goes through. Sensible and Shane Wolf Jr. way down on the bottom with his 81 machine.
Charging into the turn, now down the back they go. Spencer in the 9 now working up, battling now into the corner with car number 2 of Dudley. Side by side for third.
Dan Forrest a little loose there with the 36 machine. And it's Trevor Dudley into 2D. Matt Spencer in the 9. Top 4 cars, ones that go to the redraw. They're battling for that position. Sean Boynton now on the move. He's getting underneath Spencer.
Boynton in the 3 throws his hat into the ring going by Spencer. Here comes Shane Wolf. 5-car duel now for the number 2 position.
Dan Forrest going real wide. That's going to open up the inside for Trevor Dudley. Sean Boynton and Spencer trying to get down on the bottom. Doesn't want to be that fourth car back there. That's the one that can get rattled on that last lap.
Here they come off the corner. Matt Spencer in the 9 to the inside, battling with the 3 of Boynton. Spencer getting by Boynton after getting by the 36 of Force. Down the back they go. White flag, 1 lap to go. Way out in front is Jonathan Carpenter.
That Carpenter could cruise it home from here. Trevor Dudley running second, Spencer third. Dan Force now back up to fourth. And Shane Wolf Jr. down on the inside. He's going to get a run. And he's going to sneak under, but the win going to go to Carpenter. Second's going to be Trevor Dudley. Third is going to be Spencer. And Shane Wolf bringing it home for that fourth and final redraw spot.
Here we go, 10 laps, 3 to qualify. Consi number 1.
Green is out. Jeff Strunk grabbing that early advantage. Billy Van Pelt in the Grand Hilfiger ride is the guaranteed starter.
Down the back straightaway, 3 wide into the turn. Wilcox on the outside lane. Here comes Lombardo.
Woo! L.J. Lombardo. There's Butch Green getting pushed. Danny Creedon trying to race himself in with that 16X ride.
Working out of the corner. Here comes Van Pelt inside of Butch Green. Wilcox right behind him. Down the straightaway.
The battle back there, Butch Green, Billy Van Pelt, Brent Wilcox, Dale Welty, all trying to make their way into the top 3 as Jeff Strunk trying to run away and hide.
Strunk leading the way. Creedon is second. Now Lombardo is in third. Van Pelt running in the number 4 position.
L.J. Lombardo, he's in the hot spot. He's got that third and final qualifying spot. Van Pelt back there fourth. Wilcox is fifth.
Down the straightaway, the 9X of Dale Welty battling into the turn with Butch Green. Wilcox now battling down the back with Van Pelt.
Battle back there between Dale Welty and Butch Green. But Jeff Strunk and Dan Creedon, they're already over here in turn 4 as Lombardo comes into turn number 3. Time running out here to get that third and final qualifying spot.
L.J. Lombardo running in the number 3 spot. Van Pelt and Wilcox are closing quickly. Here's the 2-lap signal. Jeff Strunk leading the way.
Wilcox getting by to 78 of Van Pelt, but will he have enough time to close in on L.J. Lombardo? White flag out.
Final lap. Here comes your track champion, Brent Wilcox, moving in an L.J. Lombardo. Final lap, heading into the corner. Checkered flag waving this time for Jeff Strunk.
The win going to Strunk. Danny Creedon for 2. Three goes to L.J. Lombardo. Called for 10, got 10. 10 laps to get it done. Green is out, hammers down. Titus on the inside. The Ryan Express, Ryan Jordan on the outside. Those two side by side down into turn number 3.
Into the corner they battle. Ryan Jordan battling now with Titus on lap number 1. Here comes Petrelak battling Ricky.
Colston trying to get going up on the top side of the speedway with his 51. Top 2 cars battling out. But now the Ryan Express, Ryan Jordan, your new leader, Worthing in that third and final spot.
Down the back straightaway, Ryan Jordan getting around the outside of Titus to take the lead. Battling into the turn, Byron Worthing battling with Mike Ricky for third.
Tommy Meyer down on the bottom with his 3, trying to work around Roshinsky and Hansen there. Roshinsky now going to go to the top side with his 20R, but it's all Ryan Jordan out front.
Heading into the turn, Ricky now in third, getting by Byron Worthing. Nick Petrelak next in line, then Hansen, Meyer, and Roshinsky.
Halfway, 5 in, 5 to go. Kenny Titus running second. Mike Ricky is third. More than one spot out. Then it's Nick Petrelak, Hansen, Rashinsky, Colston, Meyer, and Collins.
Ryan Jordan opening up a little daylight as the leader now, pulling away from the rest of the field. Meanwhile, Ricky moving in on Titus. Following him is Worthing and the 72 Petrelak.
Saul Jordan out front. Battle continues for second and third. Nick Petrelak, triangles loose. That's going to collect Hansen. It's going to collect Rashinsky. It's going to collect Colston. That is what's known as the domino effect. All started with the 72 of Petrelak getting loose. But not much time to get it done now. The green is out. Ryan Jordan, Kenny Titus, Mike Ricky, 3 wide behind him. Colston in the middle. Worthing trying to come back, and out. Here goes somebody for a little ride. That's Tommy Collins Jr. Out of the turn, Jordan already on the accelerator. Titus on the top side, Mike Ricky down on the bottom. Trying to sneak by. Titus right there. Top 3 make their way in. Titus again now dropping back to the inside. Hansen now trying to get by Worthing. Hang on. Hey, we
Look
got
out.
hooked up here. Worthing and Hansen were hooked up. The 20R got involved and Worthing got unhooked. So a pair of 20s up against the wall, one with a C and one with an R. Down into 3 out of 4. Green is back out.
Charging into the turn, Worthing and Collins battling. Ricky battling with Titus down the back straightaway. Working into the turn. Here they come.
Out of the turn. Ryan Jordan, Mike Ricky, Tommy Collins coming up for that 3rd spot as the Kirkwood Comet bobbling on that final turn.
So consolation number 2 complete. 21R Ryan Jordan winning, 76 Mike Ricky second. And on the last lap with a dramatic comeback, the 713, who started last, went to the back on the accident, came back through for 3rd, Tom Collins. 3rd and final consolation for the modifieds. Last 3 to go into the feature. Here they come.
Jackie Brown Jr., the handler from a high-low switch there. As those two battle down the backstretch. Got a battle between Nick Nye and Gary Tompkins, just out of a qualifying spot.
Into the corner now, working on the outside is Gary Tompkins. Tompkins to the outside of Nick Nye down the back straightaway now, moving in on Stahl. Stahl on the bubble in 3rd.
They come by. Jackie Brown, the handler Doug Manmiller, and Chris Stahl. They're staying that way right now as they work it through turns 3 and 4 here to complete lap 3.
Down the straightaway, Jackie Brown already winning a short track Super Series event, the last North Region event, also won the Gobbler this year at Accord. Then we've got Manmiller, Stahl, and then Tompkins.
Go by, 4 laps in, just shy of halfway. Gary Tompkins right now, the odd man out. He sets back there in 4th. When they come by this time, Sammy Folk with the cross flags. Halfway, 5 in, 5 to go.
Behind Tompkins, we've got Nick Nye, then Corey Costa, Michael Sabia, and Donnie Lawson. Right now, Tompkins trying to catch up to Stahl for the 3rd and final qualifying spot.
Manmiller trying to close in on Jackie Brown. And Chris Stahl still running 3rd. Gary Tompkins, Corey Costa, and Tompkins in trouble with the 84. Trying to get it to the infield. Not sure if he's going to make it. We'll probably have to go yellow here. That's going to make a difference for the guys running 4th, 5th, and 6th now. They'll be able to catch that pack. The Tracy Road Equipment. Waymart.
All right, Rashinsky's the highest points for the racetrack. Didn't make it in.
7 laps in, 3 to go. You want a qualifying spot, you got to do it now. Nick Nye, one of the guys that follows that series, trying to make his way into the lineup. Here comes Chris Stahl now underneath Man Miller as they battle for second and third. Stahl taking that spot away.
Charging into the turn now, Man Miller in third. Nick Nye, Corey Costa right there with him down the back straightaway. White flag will be waving this time. Man Miller, Nye, and Costa battle for the last spot.
White flag out. It's now or never if you're going to get in. Down the backstretch, Jackie Brown Jr. to 6X. He was here a few weeks ago getting set up for this event. The win goes to Jackie Brown, Chris Stahl, and the handler, Doug Manmiller, making it in. Then we'll have to check on provisionals. 15 laps. Here they come. Willie Turner on the inside. Nick Kennedy on the outside. Kennedy grabbing that early advantage. Gabe forward. And that number 7. Kyle Rogers a little bit out of shape. The guy who's missing here is doing well.
Yeah, he's here. He's standing in the
Yeah. Gabe forward right there running second. Frank Kennedy in the K2. He started scratch on the grid. He's up to third. Our point leader, Dylan Robinson, decided he'll watch the other ones run tonight. Gabe forward right there running second. Third belongs to the N2 of Nick Kennedy. Then it's the 25 of Ryan Wood, and rounding out your top 5 is Willie Turner in the 53. As they work down the front straightaway, Willie Turner and that two-tone car. Silver on this side, black on the other side. Used to have a car years ago, ran at the Middletown Speedway, red and white like that. As Kyle Rogers in the implement tire down there in turn number 4. Green is back out. Dylan Robinson was undefeated here, had a bounty put on him, then he took 1 week off and went to Hunter Mountain last week, the final night, and the 7 of Gabe Forward actually taking that bounty money home as the 3D of Dylan Robinson finished third. Truck was here visiting and he actually ran, but he won, but he couldn't get the bounty money. But right now it's still Nick Kennedy, the driver out front, the driver out of Windsor, New York. Gabe Forward right there on his back bumper. Then it's Nick Kennedy, as forward is the meat in the middle of the Kennedy sandwich. Gabe Forward now with a good run on the inside. Nick Kennedy coming down. Frank Kennedy up there on the outside with that K2. Gabe Forward got a good bite on the inside. Says, I don't want to be the meat in the middle. I want to be the top bred. There you go. He's your new leader. Then it's Kennedy. Then is followed up by Wood running third. Nornhold is 5th. Gabe Forward still your leader. Nick Kennedy sliding up, trying to get him out of the groove. Frank Kennedy trying to go up on X. Yeah. Frank Kennedy and Nick Kennedy. Tough to tell them apart when they're not in front of you. And it's Nick Kennedy and Frank Kennedy. They're doing a 2-car battle trying to get Gabe Forward around. So far that hasn't worked. Gabe Forward on the inside. If he plays it right, he might get a twofer. Frank Kennedy up on the outside. Nick Kennedy still leading. Gabe Forward now got a good run going into the turn 3 as they work it through. There goes the 110 around. Smoking into the infield. Leaves a little bit of moisture on the track. Is Gabe Forward your leader on that lap? 11 laps in, 4 laps remain now. The Smoking Texas Barbecue down there in the infield. And there's Gabe Forward now as the Kennedy duel having it backfire on them, and Wood gets around and they run third and fourth. They left some debris down there in turn number 4. Now it's Gabe Forward all by himself. 13 laps in, 2 to go. Ryan Wood is second. Then it's Kennedy 3-4. Nick on the inside of Frank. White flag one more time around. There goes Kennedy out of shape. He gets hit by Kennedy. Brings the bumper closer to the 4th turn. Feature only. Checkered flag is out. The win gonna go to Gabe Forward. Second gonna go to Wood. Third is gonna go to Nick Kennedy, then Frank Kennedy, then Nornhold, Guy Raymond Jr. If you haven't seen the Grit Series, it's a great series for the 602 crate cars. And Henschel going into the infield. We had a no start. Caution still out.
We had 2 cars that did not show, so we only have 6 left, so we're just going to run 4 laps for position.
So all 6 cars qualify 4 laps so they can set up their position. Pat Jordan down on the inside. Mikey Nagel way down on the inside. Another driver doing double duty here tonight.
Brandon Grosso, first-year Sportsman driver, already with 3 wins at the New Egypt Speedway in his rookie season of Sportsman racing.
Halfway, 2 in, 2 to go. Grosso was on a little bit of a roll, picking up some big races down there at the New Egypt Speedway. He won the Companion Short Track Super Series race down there at New Egypt. Mikey Nagel going around there with the 77 machine. Checkered flag coming out. The win going to go to Grosso. Pat Jordan. Then it's Darrell Krebs. Kenny Titus.
And it was an exciting one for the 4 cylinders. Gabe Forward, our winning driver. Gabe, congratulations. That was quite a battle you guys had.
Yeah, it was a good battle. It was tight there for a while. I guess those 2 got into each other, kind of let me go. But we've done a lot of work on this car in the last month to try to get it going faster, and it's everything we've done seemed to work because we've had 2 good runs in a row. Can't be happier.
You know, you were right in the middle of those 2 for a while before you finally got by. Were you thinking you were ever going to get past them?
Yeah, I was thinking I could get them after a while. I just waiting for a mistake, and I lucked out and got underneath that one car, and then they got into each other, and I was good.
Was it a lot of fun racing like that?
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. Your 4-cylinder winner, Lightning on the Mountain tonight, Gabe Forward. Thanks to Olam's and Town Mechanical, VP Fuels, American Race Tires, our race night sponsors tonight. Don't forget to support them that support racing. White flag coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't know who you're rooting for. Whoever it is, we hope he does well. If you don't have a favorite, pick one out and root for him hard. Who's got the hot shoe tonight? We'll find out. 50 laps from now, $5,000. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one more thing to find out. Here they come.
As they take it into turn number 3. When they come out of turn number 4, Sammy gets up on the starter stand. We're going to answer it. Who's ready?
50 lap Lightning on the mountain, big block, small block, modified feature is underway down the back straightaway. We've got a battle for the lead on lap number 1.
Lap number 1 at the stripe, it's going to be Chan Spoonhour, but Higby up on the top side, sticking a nose in front now. Friesen getting way up and out of the groove, but he's got a good run out of turn 2 as they motor around here to complete lap 2. Your new leader, Jerry Higby.
Higby now leading the way into the corner, following him is Spoonhour. Then we've got another Spoonhour battling now with Borrego down the back straightaway. Charging into the turn, Danny Johnson and Andy Becchetti.
Borrego taking a look to the inside of Billy Spoonhour. He's looking to get by. Way up on the outside, that's the Waddle Child, Andy Becchetti. Malcolm down on the bottom as they motor into turn number 3. Mike Nagel there with that M7 machine.
Here comes Becchetti. Oh, down the straightaway. Johnson, Nagel getting together. Friesen getting crossed up in the turn. He'll lose a couple of spots. Friesen's got front end difficulties.
Stuart Friesen in trouble with the 44. He's 1 point out of first. He's second in the point standing. Looks like he's got a left front flat, or a right maybe. Tommy Meyer, your point leader by 1 point over second place Stuart Friesen. He's going pit side with a right front flat and the wheel not turning.
We'll be ready to go. So he's the number 2 man in points. He's got a long way to go coming from the back. Defending Short Track Super Series champion Becchetti already up to 6th. He won the Wade Decker Memorial Race here last season. Tommy Meyer, the current point leader entering the event, added as a provisional. He's way in the back, but he's picked up a couple of positions already. We have completed 6.
Green is back out. Anthony Borrego, third in points. He could be the big winner here tonight. The Dr. Danny Johnson now, he's got down on the bottom. Look at Malcolm go down deep. Hang on. Woo!
It was Becchetti getting sideways over there. He saved and no contact from anybody else. Down the back straightaway, Becchetti leading the way. Johnson now third inside of Spoonhour down the back straightaway. Becchetti battling now with Rudolph and with Nagel.
Battling still up front. Hey, gonna stack them up here in turn number 4. We got a bunch of them down here. Looks like Ricky is in there to 76. Stuart Friesen, he's backing up. He's involved. Tommy Meyer pulling out of there with the 3. Man Miller's in there to 44. Brown, 6. Side by side down into turn 3. Out of 4 they come. Higby's on the accelerator. Spoonhour up on the outside. Down on the inside, the Doctor looking for some racing room. Billy Spoonhour, and here comes Malcolm in the Wild Child.
Down the back straightaway now, Jeff Strunk is on the outside lane. Strunk to the outside, battling with Nagel down the front straightaway, getting around Rudolph.
Jan Spoonhour not giving up on that top side. Enough guys get up there, it's going to be a great groove as they work it out of the turn, coming to the stripe. Looks like Jan Spoonhour again retaking the top spot in the 34X machine.
Into the corner, Becchetti working the outside of Borrego, Strunk outside of Nagel. Down the back now, Rudolph battling with Mahaney, and here's the side-by-side battle for the lead with Spoonhour out in front.
Starting to make a charge from the mid-pack now. Is their Smoker's Choice number 16 of Danny Creedon. Also down on the bottom is Scooby Rick Laubach with the 91.
Into the turn, side by side, 3 wide now. Becchetti, Spoonhour, and Borrego. They were side by side. They caught Spoonhour. They go by on either side. Higby now to the bottom. Repass.
What a battle we got up here for the top 2 between Higby and Spoonhour. Then we got Malcolm and Johnson. Then we got Borrego and Becchetti. And then we got Nagel. And up on the outside of him is Billy Spoonhour.
Into the turn, Higby leading the way, Chance Spoonhour outside. Malcolm now challenging Danny Johnson for third, and Becchetti and Borrego are still side by side.
Down the front straightaway. Chance Spoonhour trying to sneak down underneath Higby, can't do it. Brian Malcolm right there third. Danny Johnson fourth. Andy Becchetti now up to 5th. Borrego running 6th. 7th is Nagel. 8th Spoonhour. 9th is Strunk. And 10th now is Danny Creedon.
The leader just broke. Jerry Higbee pulled to the infield. The leader is broken, and we got a battle for the lead now between Malcolm and Spoonhour down the front stretch.
A bad break for Jerry Higbee. But here comes Brian Malcolm. Malcolm in the middle, but he's on the inside. He's going to be your leader coming out of 4.
Malcolm catching Spoonhour, side-by-side battle for a lap and a half driving by. Here comes Borrego and Becchetti. They've been side-by-side for a number of laps as they close on Danny Johnson.
Danny Johnson right there running 3rd. Becchetti going way up. We got 2 of them down here. We got Billy Van Pelt and Jackie Brown hooked together.
Stuart Friesen up to 13th. Remember, he made that pit stop for the flat tire while we're watching the great action up front. Like I said, keep your eye all the way through the pack. There's some guys still moving up through the field. We're ready to go. Leaders on the bottom. Brian Malcolm with 18 complete.
Side by side out of the turn. Green back out. Brian Malcolm back on the accelerator. Danny Johnson down on the bottom trying to work around Spoonhour. Got the bite this time. Going to take over 2nd. Look at Strunky down on the bottom. He's trying to get a 3-bagger.
Into the corner now. We've got Danny Johnson up the 2nd spot. A little bumping and grinding going on in turn 4. Here comes Borrego getting by Becchetti. Now Strunk going by Becchetti. He's up to 5th.
Laubach getting batted around there in the 91. He's got a broken front shock. That's going to bring out a caution. Chance Spoonhour slower on the front straightaway.
Danny Creedon back out. Here we go.
Green back out. Malcolm, Borrego, and Johnson now battling 2nd and 3rd. Strunk right down there on the bottom 4th. Becchetti and Rudolph battling for 5 and 6.
Into the corner now. Johnson to the outside. Borrego to the bottom. And here comes Jeff Strunk. 3-car duel for 2nd down the front stretch. Yellow again.
Tycar Trenchless Technology. Lap 21, $20 to the 7th place car. So Mike Nagel Jr. picking up an extra 20. No, we're not on lap 21. Forget that. We didn't complete the lap. Green is back out. Malcolm right there. Danny Johnson. Dennis Jeff Strunk up to 3rd now. Way down on the bottom. Here comes the youngster Eric Rudolph. Hang on. Woo!
Working on the outside now. Once again is Andy Becchetti down the front straightaway into the turn.
Friesen almost getting Mahaney around.
Down the back straightaway. Strunk now battling Rudolph and Becchetti into the turn. Mikey Nagel pulls to the infield.
Mikey Nagel taking the M7 to the infield. Bad break for him. He drops by the wayside. Eric Rudolph now. He's up to 4th in that 21R ride.
Here comes Malcolm leading the way, pulling away from Danny Johnson. 3 wide. Becchetti Strunk into the turn along with Spoonhour.
See Andy Becchetti. He's going to start working the outside of the speedway, trying to work around Jeff Strunk and that 88 way up on the top side. Bobbled just a little bit that time.
Coming up this time will be halfway. Here comes Stuart Friesen. Friesen coming up through the pack. We got a tangle in turn 1. Yellow, yellow.
Caution coming out as they complete lap 25. So Malcolm picking up $100 from Simplicity. Malcolm back on the accelerator. They take it down the front straightaway. Johnson here 2nd, Borrego 3rd. Here comes Strunk back to 4th. Then it's Rudolph. Friesen with Becchetti still motoring on the outside.
And now the 222 Chad Cook into the mix as well. We got trouble in turn 4. Chris Stahl spinning.
Stoll back out with the 19X. As Brian Malcolm continues to lead, but Johnson now with a run up on the outside. Perego back to third. Chad Cook squeezing through there in the triple deuce. Strunk trying to work under Perego. Johnson trying to work under Malcolm. Nothing doing as Malcolm continues to shout away.
Charging into the corner now, Perego repassing Strunk down the back. Friesen battling with Chad Cook down the back straightaway. Then we've got Ryan Jordan on the outside of Hetzler.
Ryan Jordan now, he's going to go to the top side. Another guy not afraid to go to the top side here at the Speedway. Trying to keep ahead of the Mike Rickey 76. He was in an earlier skirmish. He's starting to work his way through the pack.
Charging into the corner now, Strunk to the bottom, moving by Perego, goes back to third. Chad Cook now battling with Eric Rudolph down the back, and then we have Hetzler.
Brian Malcolm looking for one of the career wins here at the Thunder Mountain Speedway, one of the big wins in his career. Brian Malcolm, driver out of Lake Ariel, Pennsylvania, got the doctor still following there in second. Strunk third, Friesen fourth, and Perego, your top five.
Stuart Friesen has now moved up a notch. Friesen getting by Perego, moving up to fourth. Cook behind Rudolph. Then we've got Jordan battling with Hetzler.
Again, a battle here in the mid-pack. Jeff Hetzler, Ryan Jordan up on the outside. They got Doug Manmiller trying to work up. Rusty Smith right there with the 34.
Working into the corner now, with Malcolm leading the way by about 5 car lengths over Danny Johnson. Strunk, Friesen, and Perego right behind him now. Lap traffic coming up.
Billy Spoonhour taking the 34 back to the pit area. Brian Malcolm still your leader. Lap traffic, good play into this. Danny Johnson second, Jeff Strunk third. And here comes Stuart Friesen with the 44.
Malcolm beginning to pull away just a little bit now. Malcolm pulling away to his biggest lead, but Strunk feeling the pressure from Friesen, and they're both moving in on Danny Johnson.
A lot of battles, cars almost all the way around the speedway here. Sabia up on the high side. Perego trying to close in on Friesen. Friesen underneath Strunk now. That's a battle for 3 and 4. Friesen with a lean job gets Strunk out of the groove.
Here comes Friesen muscling his way to the bottom of Jeff Strunk. Strunk comes right back at him down the back straightaway. Strunk and Friesen battle for position number 3, followed by Perego.
They working it through the field. Brian Malcolm. Danny down. There goes Jan Spoonhour to the infield as they come around this time to complete lap number 30-something.
Heading into the corner now, Malcolm leading the way by a small but safe margin over Danny Johnson. Here comes Stuart Friesen. Friesen now closing in on Danny Johnson for the number 2 position.
10 to go for your leader, Brian Malcolm, the driver out of Lake Ariel. Friesen now starting to put pressure on the doctor, Danny Johnson. Time is of the essence here.
Charging out of the corner, more lap traffic. Johnson and Friesen battle for second, then Strunk, Perego, followed by Rudolph and Chad Cook.
Perego trying to stay close. Friesen looking to become the new point leader. Perego could move up into second, but a lot of time to go. Still anything can happen. But right now, lap traffic. This could be the equalizer.
Down the back straightaway, Friesen sticks his nose underneath of Danny Johnson, trying to get the number 2 spot. Malcolm still leading the way through lap traffic.
Now Anthony Perego trying to work under Jeff Strunk, trying to get position 4 back. Looks like Strunky might be in trouble trying to hang on with that 88 machine.
Here comes lap traffic and the battle for second. Danny Johnson and Stuart Friesen into the corner. Malcolm gets away just a little bit, but extremely heavy lap traffic is coming up.
I mean, heavy lap traffic coming by here. As there's 45 laps in now, 5 to go. Brian Malcolm.
Down the back straightaway now. Johnson, Friesen. Here comes Perego. 2, 3, 4. Strunk behind him at 5th. All together battling hard for position number 2. Malcolm leading by about 5 car lengths.
Johnson and Friesen, Borrego and Strunk, your top 5. Heavy lap traffic. Malcolm's going to have to make a decision. Going to try to work around the Chris Dahl car. Doesn't want to give up that bottom groove. 47 will be 2 when they come out of the turn. And the guys are coming on now. Parallel sticks are in the air.
Just 2 laps ago, lightning on the mountain. Danny Johnson and Stuart Friesen moving in on Malcolm. Heavy lap traffic. Borrego right with him. A 4-car duel down the back straightaway. Heavy lap traffic. Malcolm is on the bottom. Final lap in the Olms, lightning on the mountain.
White flag out. Friesen getting underneath Johnson. Borrego underneath Johnson. And one going around up high in turn number 4. And one caution is out. Gotta go caution. Caution is out. Brian Malcolm still your leader. Brian Malcolm still your leader as the caution was out on lap 49.
Mike Mahaney going around in turn 1 brings out the caution with just 1 lap to go. Malcolm, Friesen, Johnson, Borrego, Strunk, 1 more lap. 50 laps will complete it. Here they come.
Track regular Brian Malcolm getting a good run out of the turn. Friesen have to go to the top side, trying to work it around there. Malcolm, your leader. Friesen trying to crank it up on the top side. Down, taking his time through the turn. The short track Supernational. The win goes to Brian Malcolm. Friesen for 2. Danny Johnson for 3, Borrego for 4, Strunk for 5, Rudolph for 6. So a big win for Brian Malcolm. Stuart Friesen coming home second. Unofficially, he would be your point leader going into the next series race. I believe Borrego will probably jump into second. Meyer might fall all the way back to 4th because Danny Johnson was only 1 point behind Borrego. So those top 4 are going to shuffle. But a big win for the driver out of Lake Ariel, Pennsylvania, and the Sharky's Fuel, sponsored 119, Brian Malcolm.
Well, the hometown boy held off the Invaders tonight. A great drive from the back by Stuart Friesen after the flat tire. Danny Johnson always a threat. Anthony Borrego right there. The Olams, Town Mechanical, VP Fuels, Lightning on the Mountain, $5,000 victory. Taking a couple of minutes to gain his composure here, getting a few handshakes from the crew. All right, he can hear ya. Brian Malcolm. Brian Malcolm, a $5,000 winner tonight. Brian, come on over here. Congratulations, sir. $5,000. Home track boy holds off the regulars for a big win here tonight. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was awesome. I can't believe it. They're always tough, boy. I can't believe it.
You came from 9th starting spot to take the lead, and it was no easy task after that.
No, Danny, I saw him a couple times on the restarts, and I'm going, oh, boy. But she was fast. Car was good.
Tell us about the race there in the closing stages. A lot of lap cars coming up, and all those guys are right behind you.
Yeah, they were making me a little nervous, but that's part of racing, too. You got to race with them. But we're good.
What were you thinking there when that last yellow came out? Were you happy or not?
No, I'm going, no. But that was all right. We worked all right.
Seemed like you were staying on the bottom no matter what.
Yeah, this car works good on the bottom here, even on a normal Saturday, so we stick to the bottom.
Has to make you feel real good coming out of 9th.
Yeah, I got to the front pretty quick. I was shocked, actually.
Enjoy this one. A big win for you and for the team. Congratulations. Enjoy this one.
Thank you. I'd like to thank Waymart Billing Center, Sharky Fuels, the whole team, Chris, Cindy, Maud, Tom, everybody, Joe, everybody, Bob, everybody that helps on this. It's all up to them. I got the easy part. Krager, don't forget Krager over there. He does a lot of work.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right, your winning driver, Brian Malcolm. All right, 50-50. It's a white ticket. It is 116-9613. 116-9613. 116-9613. 116-9613. You can go up to the announcer's tower to claim your winnings. Thank you all for playing along. 50-50 this evening. Wow. Brian Malcolm, hometown boy, coming home with the win and the $5,000 check. Stuart Friesen. Unfortunately, you had that flat tire. What a drive from the back for second.
Thank you. Yeah, we had a great race car. Eric Mack ripped that right front off. It was bent right around the rotor, and he pounded it off there. So we were real lucky to get back out there and to come all the way through that mess with the car looking like that. That's something we're proud of. So we got something we can come to the next race with now.
You were probably happy seeing those lap cars, but not quite enough laps to quite get him.
No, definitely thought it was over there, and then all of a sudden there was a yellow and we go into one. But it is what it is. Congrats to Brian. He's a heck of a nice guy, and I love racing with these guys. And not bad. We got a good sand package here in the 44, so we're looking forward to the next one.
Nice run.
Thank you.
All right, Stuart Friesen, all the way from the back, coming home in second. And our third place finisher over here is the Dr. Danny Johnson. Danny, right in the thick of things the whole night long. You gained some, you lost some. It was a crazy last few laps.
Yeah, it sure was. It was a great run. We, the guys got caught in lap traffic. I thought maybe I could sneak by on the outside and end up losing the position, but it was we had a good run, and real happy with the car. Got it home in one piece and be able to go on to the next one.
Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, Danny Johnson coming home with the top three. So you got Danny Johnson, Stuart Friesen, and one more time, your winning driver is Brian Malcolm.
So Chris picking up the 50-50 from Newburgh. Out of turn 4 they come. Green is out. Hammer's down. Nick Nye, the stock car guy, showing the way. Tommy Collins up on the end. Couple of guys getting a little bit out of shape. Everybody able to get by, though. And we're going to have one go to the pits right now. That's Mike Nagel Jr. in the 77.
Lap number 1 in the record books, charging into the corner. We've got Collins on the outside, battling down the back straightaway now. Hendrickson is up to third spot. Turn 2, we got trouble.
We got 2 of them around over there. The Shock, Jim LaRock slowing. But Jordy Decker is around over there on the backstretch.
Here we go. Nick Nye up front with Tommy Collins.
They working through the turn. Hammond up on the outside with his 30, trying to work around the Corey Pike 6. Here comes Eric Leet, the marathon man. He's on the move on the bottom. And the caution is out as Jordy Decker around over there. Nick Nye on the inside, Tommy Collins on the outside, Green back out, Nye back out front, but here comes Charlie Hendrickson Jr. on the inside. And we got a couple cars coming together here, but they get it all straightened out. Brian White working the top side of the speedway with the 56.
We got a challenge off the corner. Hendrickson inside of Collins into the turn. And then we've got the 38 going around again. Jordy Decker, yellow is on.
Jordy Decker around again. Got 2 laps in.
All right, yep, don't forget, Sunday, September 13th, the next time we bring the Short Track Super Series to Thunder Mountain. Here they come.
Nick Nye, the stock car guy. We got some more contact here in the middle of the pack. Looks like everybody going to get sorted out except for Jim LaRock down there in turn 4, setting the wrong way to shock Jim LaRock. Green back out here, Nick Nye. Charlie Hendrickson Jr., Tommy Collins Jr. Hendrickson taking a look to the inside, and Nick Nye couldn't quite get it done. Kenny Hammond right there as they work it through turns 3 and 4.
Oh, the lead car in trouble in turn 4. Nick Nye on the infield apron brings out the yellow. Hendrickson will bring him around.
Green is out, hammers down, and we're racing. Charlie Hendrickson Jr., Tommy Collins Jr., Chris Jordan, your top 3. Kenny Hammond right there, 4th, taking a look to the inside of Jordan, can't quite get by. Corey Pike, and then it's the 78Z of Ryan Olsemer.
Into the corner, battling down the back straightaway now. Collins trying to move in on the leader. Hendrickson continuing to set the pace further back in the pack. Olsemer under pressure now off the corner from Eric Leet.
Eric Leet trying to go to the outside of Olsemer's. Olsemer trying to close in on Corey Pike's number 6. Jordy Decker just trying to go straight with his 38 as he works it down the backstretch.
Heading into the corner now. Olsemer battling Leet. Mady is right there. Trouble in turn 4 again. We've got 2 cars tangled.
Tony Kamuta got a little loose. Then another car got in and made more contact, and they pushed the implement tire a little farther in.
All right, tough break there. Mady in the 77 on the hook.
Can't start these cars. Out of the turn, the green is out. Charlie Hendrickson Jr., Tommy Collins Jr. As those 2 battle, Chris Jordan, Kenny Hammond, Corey Pike, your top 5.
Working down the back straightaway now. Eric Leet now battling with Ryan Olsemer out of turn number 4. Leet catching the tire, keeps on going.
Ryan Mady getting a piece of Lake back and off. Everyone got straightened up. We're able to stay green. Now Ryan Olsemer to the inside of Corey Pike to take away position 5. The Marathon man also working the bottom, and that number 11.
Keep your eye on the 32. The teenager out of New Jersey working the outside lane down the back straightaway. He's just a rookie this year, getting close to the top 10.
Car going around right there out of 2.
Here we go.
Green back out here. Nick Nye getting back out in time. Jordan
Down the back
out in
straightaway.
time with a 22.
2 cars making pit stops back out on the speedway. Working out of the turn. Grosso still running the outside lane down the front stretch. Keep your eye on the youngster.
Eric Leet now taking over position number 5. Chris Jordan and Kenny Hammond having a little get together.
Eric Leet joining the action down the back with the 11. Eric Leet moving in on Hammond. He closes the door going into 3.
A lot of battle. Everyone battling for the bottom over there. Coming out of 4. Larry Hillis now at a 31. Him and Brian Mady running side by side. Eric Leet now taking over position 4.
Grosso picking up another spot, getting by Mady. He's on the outside, down the back straightaway now. Down the back, Leet, Spoonhour, and the 32 of Grosso.
Chris Jordan, Eric Leet, the Marathon man, on the move now. Kevin, he got 1, 2 going around. Jordy Decker with a broken front end. And we got 3 down on the inside. And we got what we call a caution. Hang on to 32. Grosso going in the wall here as Jeff was just building him up, and all of a sudden he hits the wall. Got a little help to get up there.
Tough break for Grosso, knocked out of the event after a restart tangle. And now Eric Leet is putting the pressure on Hendrickson as we get back to green. Side by side out of turn 4.
Eric Leet trying to get that lead away from Charlie Hendrickson Jr. Kenny Hammond trying to get under Chris Jordan. Leet, the point leader here at the Speedway. The marathon man, he's your new leader now.
Charging down the straightaway, Eric Leet now taking over the number 1 spot from Hendrickson, working his way up from 9th position. Hammond battling Jordan down the back straightaway. Kenny Hammond looking to the bottom lane.
Kenny Hammond trying to sneak underneath Chris Jordan. Can't quite do it. Ryan Olsemer back there 5th. 6th on the grid is Corey Pike. Larry Hill is 7th. There goes Krebs around. That's going to bring out a caution.
Leet, Hendrickson, Jordan, Hammond, and Olsemer. Here they come.
Green back out here. The battle right now for 3 and 4. Hammond got a good run out of turn number 2 on the bottom. He's going to take over position number 3. Also trying to follow suit, Ryan Olsemer as Chris Jordan got up and out of the groove. And we got a couple guys here in the back, but they all got going the right direction.
Pat Jordan in the 25. He was involved in an earlier tangle. He's working his way back through. Pat Jordan now moving in on Ryan Olsemer.
Hendrickson drifting up a little bit. Kenny Hammond going to try to close in with that Hunt's Auto Service number 30 as the marathon man starting to walk away now with that number 11 machine.
Charging into the turn, Kenny Hammond moving in on Hendrickson, looking for the number 2 spot.
Kabuto around.
Down the back. Whoa, we got one in trouble here in turn 4.
You're yelling at the wrong person, in case you haven't noticed that.
.22 complete. Here they come.
Green back out here. They work it hard through the turn. Got a few of them still battling. Kevin Jordan trying to come up through the pack here with a late run with that double deuce machine. Kenny Hammond trying to get by the Charlie Hendrickson. They got him stacked up here in 4 again. .34H of Shane Spoonhour. Green is out. Eric Leet back on the accelerator. Looking Nick Nye now, trying to make a run up on the top side here late in the race with that 6NN machine. Coming down into turn 3 and out of 4, the white flag out. One more revolution around the speedway.
Down the front straightaway, final lap in tonight's 25 lap 1,000 to win Sportsman feature. Battle for second down the back. Eric Leet leading the way.
Leet gonna get the feature win. Kenny Hammond, Hendrickson gonna get second. Hammond gonna get third. 4th is Chris Jordan. 5th is Olsemer. Corey Pike getting pegged on the last lap over there. Side by side. Trevor Dudley grabbing that early advantage with the 2D. Earl Zimmer on the outside with the 2EZ. And Dudley going around in a knot. Then we have them 4 wide. Caution going to have to come out here. Now then Dudley going to take off here. Oh my, caution is out though.
Still 20 laps ahead. We're ready. Earl Zimmer. Here they come.
A little ragged on that start, I would say. Don't believe that was a start.
Here we go, ready for green.
This time the green comes out. The logger on the inside. Ricky Davis on the outside. John Cooper Jr. right there, third down on the inside. Spencer. They got the logger and Ricky Davis. They almost got hooked together. Now they're going to try to go 3 wide through the turn. 4 wide with Dinehart and Carpenter in there. Woo!
Charging into the turn, Spencer on the inside with a 9 for a moment. Down the back straightaway now. Zimmer battling Davis down the back straightaway. Spencer drops back a couple of spots. Here they come for the second time.
It's like a song years ago. Lean on me. As they work it through the turns here. All the way around. We got one, Levi Davis, just getting up in the infield out of harm's way as the logger. Earl Zimmer showing the way with his 2EZ. Donnie Russell Jr. putting the lumber to Dinehart, getting him around. Caution is out here. Out of the turn they come. The logger back on the accelerator. Ricky Davis on the outside. Jonathan Carpenter up on the top side. He's our current point leader. John Cooper Jr. down on the inside with the 4 rows. And here comes Shane Wolf Jr.
Charging into the turn, side-by-side battle for the lead. Off the corner, Zimmer on the bottom. And Davis is on the outside lane.
Davis continues to work up on the top side. Here comes Cooper to work to the inside of Carpenter. As those two battle, as Davis slides up the speedway, opens that inside lane up. And now Jonathan Carpenter trying to take advantage.
Shane Wolf Jr. in the 81 now. Spencer Cooper battling hard into the turn. 3 cars for the number 4 spot. Carpenter battling Davis for second.
Matt Spencer still in the mix. Here comes Sinsabal out in front of the leaders. You kidding me? Wow.
3-car battle for the lead. 4-car battle behind them. Lap traffic down the front stretch.
The lap car goes to the top side. We got one heavily smoking on the top side. Coming out of turn number 4, that's Schrader. Not sure if he'll make it all the way to the pit area. Looks like he's got enough momentum. Dan Forrest right in the middle of the track. He's going to go to the infield. We got a bar up high in number 1. That might be a dry shaft, but now we got a bunch of cars around. Don't matter.
Parking lot in turn 1, we got 4 cars down there. 2D driving away of Trevor Dudley. The 9 is on the bottom of Matt Spencer.
Spencer able to refire. He'll join in. He'll be the 14th car there as the green comes back out. Earl Zimmer and Jonathan Carpenter side by side. Carpenter up on the top side of the speedway. These street stocks always get a good bite on the top side as they're working it hard through the turns here. Zimmer's still your leader by a bumper, and Carpenter on the move. Cooper down on the inside. He's running 3rd. Shane Wolf is 4th. Ricky Davis now, he's going to take over 4th.
Working into the corner, still side by side for the lead. Cross flags halfway home. Zimmer on the bottom. Carpenter on the outside. Here comes Cooper. Davis battling Wolf. Right behind him is Sharpstein.
Ricky Davis a little bit loose. Shane Wolf had to back off a little bit. Dinehart now starting to crank it up as the 5 and the 81 get together. The 5 slides up in front of Dinehart. He had to get on the binders. That let Sean Boynton get by.
Down the back, Carpenter, who had been side by side for 2 laps with Zimmer, tried the bottom, but we got yellow in turn 2.
So 12 laps are in, I believe. 8 laps remain. Green is out. Earl Zimmer looking for a big win here tonight. He's been struggling all season long. John Cooper Jr. still 3rd. Then it's Ricky Davis, Shane Wolf. Then Dinehart. They're your top 6.
Into the turn. Carpenter now trying the bottom lane down the back straightaway. Wolf gets sideways. Deinhardt goes by him. Into the turn. Here comes Carpenter putting the pressure on.
Shane Wolf went up and got a piece of Davis. That slowed him down. Deinhardt was able to get by. John Cooper with a lot of damage on the right side of his car. There goes Boynton almost around. He's going to keep it going back out. Now he's going to hit the Uke tire first and come back out. Sensaball's going to go around. He's going to try to get it going in front of the leaders, and we're going to stay green.
Down the back straightaway, they clear the lap car. Carpenter still putting the pressure on. Earl Zimmer under pressure. 4-car duel for the number 3 spot off the turn.
Ricky Davis from the top to the bottom. Shane Wolf almost getting a piece of him. Deinhardt now going underneath the 4 roses of Cooper to take over position 3.
Deinhardt coming back from the earlier spin, going by the number 4 of John Cooper. Into the turn. Deinhardt is third, but a good distance behind the other 2. Carpenter still can't get by Zimmer. 2 to go.
They working through the turn. Parallel sticks are out. Earl Zimmer, Jonathan Cooper, Deinhardt. And Cooper and Davis, your top 5. White flag this time by.
Final lap in tonight's Lightning on the Mountain program. Here comes Carpenter putting the pressure on. He'll go back to the top. Now diamond the corner. Down the back straightaway, chasing the leader.
Down into turn number 3. Zimmer's your leader. Carpenter going to take one more dive to the inside as they work it through the turn. The wind going to go to the logger, Earl Zimmer. Carpenter for 2, Deinhardt for 3, John Cooper Jr. for 4, Ricky Davis for 5, Donald Russell Jr. for 6, Sharpstein for 7th, Matt Spencer for 8th, and I'll leave it up to the scorers.
All right, Eric Leet, our sportsman winner tonight, picking up his 2nd win of the year. Earl Zimmer getting his 1st win of the year in tonight's Street Stock feature. Eric, congratulations. Quite a race. You started back, I believe, in 9th position, slowly worked your way to the front and got the lead.
Yeah, it was a heck of a run. It got a little rough there at the beginning and tried to stay calm and drive a good car.
Probably you didn't want to see some of those restarts, did you?
No, I didn't. There was a couple times I had a good run on a restart, and then the caution made me go back.
All in all, it was a pretty good night for you. Car handled pretty good all the way through?
Absolutely. The car got wicked tight toward the end, but it was a good night.
Congratulations. Enjoy this one.
Thank you.
All right, Eric Leet, the point leader on Saturday nights, taking home the Open versus Crate Sportsman 25-lap $1,000 win. All right, Earl Zimmer, 1st win of the year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
1st win of the year, and you had to work for this one.
Yes, we did. Nothing's easy up here. There's some pretty stout competition.
Tell us about those final 5 laps or so. He kept sticking his nose in there, kept putting the pressure on, but you held firm.
Yeah, I slowed down, and I was hoping. I knew it was Carpenter. I seen him a couple laps earlier, and we can normally race pretty good together.
And, of course, before that, the few laps before that, he was on the outside, so you didn't know where he was coming from.
No, I didn't.
How's this one feel?
Awesome. It's been a while.
Good job. Enjoy it. And extra sponsorship tonight. You took it home.
Yeah, that's great. We had a new car built, and he come tonight and said it's done. So I guess we need it.
Good job. Enjoy this one.
Thank you.
All right, Earl Zimmer taking home the Street Stock win. 1st win of the year after some early season struggles. Zimmer's logging, putting up the extra money tonight, and Earl Zimmer takes home the win in the 20-lap Street Stock feature, part of the Olam's Town Mechanical Lightning on the Mountain feature. So Earl Zimmer takes home the win in the Street Stock feature tonight. Eric Leet taking home the Sportsman victory tonight. And, of course, our modified feature event The victory going to hometown regular Brian Malcolm. We'll send it back up to Leon. Thanks to everyone here at Thunder Mountain. It's been a pleasure to be here tonight.